What's going on? How y'all doing? This video gonna be about Paul Pierce saying one of the reasons why he was glad to be away from ESPN is because you got to talk about LeBron James all the time. And some people said he's hating and he poo-pooing and he jealous and he's envious. And you are envious of success from someone who's a peer. I've seen it before in entertainment, etc. However, he's right though about a few things. He did have success against him. He did go against Kobe Bryant for 2 times, won one, lost one, but he defended him, won the Finals MVP, and outworked Kobe to get that title in 2008. He got something LeBron will never have in that regard. And he also got in the way of LeBron's success when he was in Cleveland. One reason why LeBron went to Miami to get with Dwayne Wade, to get with Chris Bosh. He went to get Dwayne Wade because Paul Pierce was a true leader. Now, you can sit there and say Kevin Garnett was a better player. You can say that, and Ray Allen. But Paul Pierce was one of the greatest players, but he also had that leadership where I always talk about that guy that says, get on my back. I got you, babe. I got this, baby. You don't have a lot of those cats. And you know when you do. Dwayne Wade was one, Steph Curry's one. That's why they could defer and let you drive the car, but they were going to direct it. But that's what you went there to get schooled on. That's how it's more coddled today. That's why you see a guy like Giannis who wins the chip, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing you that, hey, we're going to work this out. We're going through our head. We're going to bump our head. We're going to do this. I don't have to stockpile to do this. But Paul Pierce is right. Yes, LeBron James is the last great high school player to come out of high school, 4 titles, 4 Finals MVPs, All-Star League MVP, etc., etc. But he's not the only story going in the NBA. Kevin Durant is a fascinating character. Steph Curry is very fascinating. You always know that. The guy just finished top 3 for MVP, league MVP. Giannis is. There are guys that you can talk about. It's not like LeBron should have a monopoly on the whole NBA. He's playing with the Lakers. I understand it, his impact. But he's not exactly the best player today. And there are guys who are comparable who have had success during his run. Let's not act like Steph Curry didn't go to 5 straight finals and won 3 chips. Let's not act like he did not change the course of basketball, taking the center spot and taking positions out. Let's not act like Kevin Durant has not been impactful. They have been very impactful guys, and they have won against him during this stretch. Kawhi Leonard got 2 rings. So it's not like the guy has done what Jordan did in the 80s, where you have to say the Pistons won the ring, Hakeem won 2 when Jordan was there, and then you go to the Spurs, but Jordan won 6 in the 90s. And you combine the other guys' rings up with the Pistons winning the 1, and then you combine Elijah went to 2, which was 3 in the Spurs. 6-4 by itself. You don't have that situation. You got Braun with 4, Steph with 3, Durant with 2, Kawhi with 2. So it's not like it's some landslide where guys didn't get in and didn't win. There's a difference when you dominant and you just run things. So it does get a little tiring about everything LeBron does, because LeBron tweets everything he does and talks about his clutch sports, but everything. I can respect LeBron's success, and mainly off the court. But basketball-wise, the divosity gets a bit much, and it gets a little tired and draining. And plus, he wants to have everybody who plays in the NBA who played against him pretty much be on his team. So it's kind of like picking squads at the courtyard, and it gets a little bit tiring. I'm with Paul Pierce. Plus, Paul Pierce beat him. Paul Pierce ain't got to sit down and backpedal. He's not going to be held in the same regard as LeBron James, career-wise, all that. But at the same time, he won. He know what it's like to be at his position. So he don't have to sugarcoat and tap dance for nobody, and especially not for LeBron James. And so that's what makes the NBA so boring, because they make it a 2-man between the Lakers and Brooklyn. That's all they talking about. That's all they selling about. You want to see something different happen. It was good that Milwaukee and Phoenix got to play in the finals this year, and something happened, because that's what the NBA needs. They need more of something don't seem rehearsed and staged and fake than the same predictability. But you give me your thoughts and takes. What you think about Paul Pierce saying he glad to be out of ESPN because you want to talk about LeBron James all the time? I welcome it, because there's a whole lot to talk about. Talk about Anthony Davis. You can talk about other players. There are interesting storylines. Please hit the like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for one another. And I can always respect Paul Pierce where he's coming from because he ain't fronting on this. I'm out.